all of this goes on, you're having these disputes, and you say that at some point he lost his temper, his cool, and knocked over your tool tray, and you're countersuing him for $1,300?
Before that happened, he brought the car back in, had it towed in because it had the same problem. So I replaced the whole entire rear end at no charge.
All right, and so now he comes in and he's upset.
So then he comes in to get the car, and then I just told him, I said, yeah, the rear end's done. I replaced it all, no charge, but the transmission's slipping, and that's when he started screaming and yelling.
You say that he threw over the toolkit. Did you do that?
Yes, I flipped the cart. I did. The cart, it had a couple tools on it. I was wrong. I was wrong.
How do you come up with $1,300 worth of damage?
This was a 45-minute thing. He had his 2 kids with him. He came in my shop. He had his fist. He got up in my face. He wanted to get into a physical altercation and pretty much like he wanted to beat my ass. So he was that mad. And we went back and forth, and he was screaming. He was yelling, telling me I was a bad business person. And I was worried about my employee, and then my landlord came down and said, you know, this is a court matter.
I'm going
Can I
to
just
turn
finish?
this over to Judge Tawalda.
Mr. Babcock.
Yes.
The plaintiff came to your shop, and this is after you admitted to misdiagnosing his car and fixing whatever was going wrong in the rear. After that, you came back another, what, third time?
Yep,
third time.
Yeah.
And the plaintiff told you that his car wasn't working properly. He demanded that you fix the car. You did, but then you demanded an additional $3,400. Is that correct?
No, I did. I replaced the whole rear end at $2,600 at no charge.
Okay, you explain, because that's in your complaint.
Yeah, so when he did the work to the rear end, after he misdiagnosed it, he tried to charge me for the rear end again. And then I just told him, okay, fix it. So when I got there, when he said the car was ready, I got there, I'm like, bro, you misdiagnosed my car. You admitted to it. Why would I pay you a second time for the rear end? Then he tried to charge me $800 to put the rear end on my car because he had to weld some things. Like, he just kept trying to overcharge me.
Okay, wait. So the first time you brought your car, and I'm gonna bring this all the way back, the defendant fixed your car, told you to come pick it up. You picked it up after driving it a couple hours. Something went wrong, and you said that there was something wrong with your steering, correct?
Yes.
Then you went back to the shop. That was the first time you went back after it was initially completed.
Yes, same day.
And then you had the defendant fix that, the steering, you said you did for free, correct?
Yeah.
And then you called them, said pick up your car, you picked up the car, and then you drove it a little bit, and then something else happened, and that was your rear end. So then you went back to the shop a second time.
Yes.
So this is a total of 3 times now, right?
Uh-huh.
So the rear. You admitted that you misdiagnosed something,
Yeah.
and you were going to repair it for free?
The $2,600 with no charge.
The first time I paid the $26 for the rear end, I paid the $26 cash. The same day, the same problem went out again. He tried to charge me an additional $2,600 to fix the problem he misdiagnosed. That's the whole problem.
Okay, but that's not on here.